Morning guys, I have actual work today. So I'm up earlier than normal, well earlier than I'd like. I'm going to socks on the beach at the weekend. My pyjamas are just drying over here. It was really dark. But yeah, day 7 of the Advent calendar. Are we ready to drop our phones on the floor? Focus, there we go. So here's Mum's Advent calendar for the 7th. Jonah's been a bit of a pain in the bum. Can you just sit down? Cute. Right, there we go. Oh, I'm going to turn some more lights on though, because it's really dark. There we go. Ooh. Ah. Can I get it to focus? This stitch marker is a love heart. Come on. Focus. Focus. It's a little love heart with some flowers either side. You can't really see because my silly camera is refusing to focus on it. There we go. And again, it's a wooden one, which is nice. You can go over that. And today's Mothie and the Squid Advent calendar. What is going on? Will you please focus? Thank you. It is thistle. Sorry, my alarm went off because I don't turn my alarm off until I've left the house. Otherwise I could fall asleep at any moment. Thistles. And it is lovely. Like almost a mint green. Definitely a green. With all these purple speckles and blue speckles. Which is going to go really well with yesterday's life. There we go. So this is my Down Sheepy Lane podcast Advent calendar. Oh, words. So let's see if I can guess the colour again. Oh, it's not what I thought it would be. I thought it would be something about the Whomping Willow. Look at that. Blue and purple. Into red. And back down into, like, I don't even know. Like gold and then green? Is that green? That is lovely. I don't know what that is going to be called. But I do like it. Right, let me have a look at the listy thing. It should be in here, I think. Yes. In my bag of many wonders. Diddly. Oh, it's called A Very Secret Diary. There's a great name for it. I'm just going to show you my socks. They're not knitted socks. They are bought socks from Sainsbury's, I think. Look, they're like little elf socks. But they're not traditional Christmas colours. They're like a peach and a pink. And I love them. Here we go then. Let's find day 7. See day 8. That's no good to me. Doodly. Oh, there it is. I found it. It's a Lindor mini ball.
See, it's handy.
Yay! So I don't know what to do for Kate's fun facts today. I mean, there are so many fun facts about me. How could I possibly choose? That was a well-timed sigh, Jonah. How could I possibly choose one? I didn't learn to drive until I was 22, which is late, really. It took me 2 tests to learn to drive, and it's okay because my brother told me that only legends pass second time round, so that's good. So yeah, I didn't learn to drive until I was 22, and the reason I learned to drive was that my best friend moved home to Bristol from where she was previously living, and she was pregnant, and I thought if anything happens to the baby or to her, I need to be able to get her to hospital. So I passed my test on July 29th, 2008. I started college. I needed to drive to college. I started college on September like the 10th, I guess, 2008. And my godson, who is now 10, was born at the end of September 2008. So I made sure that I could drive before she went into labour and before he came along. And that was the main reason for me learning to drive, which is is that a bit weird? I don't know. But yeah, I was just worried in case anything happened to her or the baby, I need to be able to get them to hospital, so I learned to drive for them. And that was it. She also, bless her, had to let me drive her everywhere, even while she was heavily pregnant, before I passed my test. So that was it, because she'd been driving since she was 17. So she'd been driving for longer than like 4 years or something. So she could be in the car with me and teach me to drive. Yeah, that was fun times. A random fact that I've just thought about is I can't frown. Try as I might, I can't do anything to get wrinkles on my forehead. Oh, there we go. I got like half a one. But yeah, Gordon Ramsay I will never be. I'm trying my absolute hardest and I've only got like the tiniest little thing. So yeah, I am blessed. I will only ever have laughter lines from where I laugh too much. Or just enough, depending on what you think is too much. But yeah, can't frown. Can't do it. So yeah, that's 2 fun facts for you today. It's late. I'm tired. I've got to get up at ridiculous o'clock tomorrow because we're going to Sucks on the Beach. Right guys, here we go. I'm going into my local wool shop. As you can see from the sign, it's a wool shop. Actually, it's a 100% British wool shop. It says, welcome to an alternate universe. There's the snowman in the window. There is the elf-tastic window with all that elves and things. Christmas ahoy. Here we go. And there's Kim. Hi. And here's the West Yorkshire Spinners Christmas table. Ooh, Christmassy. This is this year's fairy lights. That's last year's candy cane, which there's only 1 skein left, guys. Only 1 skein left.
In all existence.
In all the land. And then there's some hollyberry, which I didn't realise we had here. When I say we, it's not my shop.
It is. It's Kate's shop.
You heard it here first, guys. It's my shop. And then there's some contrasts and some minis that contrast. And there's some Kim-made badges and mirrors.
Some minis in progress.
Minis in progress. We won't show you how they're done. You'll never know. Mwahaha.
It's just ugly.
Kim-made things. There's this lady shall be called Deirdre. She's looking fabulous. And there's notions of all descriptions. There's an office. Let's not go in there. And then there's this. The fibre. I think this would make brilliant ponytail for me, personally. I'm not a spinner, but I do like to touch the fibre. Is that a bit weird? Am I a bit of a weirdo? Yes, I am. Now, if you can't be bothered to knit socks, don't you worry, because Kim has socks that have already been knit for you by West Yorkshire Spinners. Sadly, not by her, because that would be an immense thing to take on. Here's some stranded dye works on the Sanctuary base, which is exclusive to the shop. So there. And here's some more. This is organic cotton from Italy. This is West Yorkshire Spinners Croft. This is like the Aran wool and DK wool, I believe. And here is loads of British wool. A lot of it West Yorkshire Spinners. Most of it West Yorkshire Spinners. What is this? This has arrived recently. Chunky Roving Retreat. This was not here the last time I was here. It's new to me.
Isn't it squishy?
It's squishy.
They bred a sheep especially for it to get the best of two different types of British sheep.
They called it Steve.
It's a blue-faced Carrie, I think, is what they called it.
Blue-faced Carrie. Basically, there's a lady called Carrie, and they painted her face blue. That's how that works. And then there is recycled yarn. Recycled yarn that Kim made herself. Look at this. Look at this chocolate covered cherry. That might have to come home with me. And some recycled minis and some indie dyed minis. But wait, the most exciting part of the wool and most expensive part of the shop is the indie dyed wool. Look at this. This is one of my favourites. Pink Pop by Pixie Yarns. And we've got some Grorange. Again, a beautiful, beautiful yarn. Sock sets. I know! Guys. That's not that one, it's this one. Guys.
Let's do it.
Get to the shop. And then we've got some Dye Shack sock sets as well. Dye Shack along the bottom. I mean, we're just so fortunate. And then there's the Christmas sets from Pixie Yarns, as well as some of these cake things, which are awesome and really squishy and like singles and good for things. And last but finally not least, the birthday yarn from Pixie Yarns for the shop. Totes.
Not much left.
And there's not much left, but you know. Oh, that no longer is in the shop. Goodbye. So I hear you asking, Kate, you went to a yarn shop today. Alternate Universe in Cleve, just outside Bristol, in North Somerset. What on earth were you doing there? Well, I'll tell you guys. This is a little package, which I love. Kim's written Kate Viv's the first on it, which knows it's for me. I love how she, me and brown paper packages tied up in string. Who doesn't love it? This is something I ordered online, but I'm always in the shop, so there was no point in posting it to me. I don't want to waste. So instead, I go in and collect and we have a set of minis. So this one is Chocolate Lime, which is the West Yorkshire Spinners one. Well, they're all West Yorkshire Spinners. This one is Bubblegum. Yeah, Bubblegum. They're all 20 gram minis, spun by Kim. This one is, hang on one second, Cherry Drop. This one is Sweet I can't ever say this word. Sarparella. This is probably my receipt. Ooh. And just a general thing about the shop. Flyer thing. And then my receipt on the back. And then I have a whole skein of the red one. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Spice cayenne pepper. So, these two will go with this year's West Yorkshire Spinner socks, which is Fairy Light. So these will be cuffs, heels and toes. These two, I think, go with last year's Candy Cane West Yorkshire Spinner socks. So they will be heels, toes and cuffs. And this goes with the first West Yorkshire Spinners Christmas, the Hollyberry, I think. So that will be heels, toes and cuffs on that one. And then whatever I have left, so if I have Candy Cane left, I could do a red sock with Candy Cane, toes, heels and cuffs, or I could do that with Fairy Lights, or I could do that with Hollyberry. So I thought that's a good one to have a whole ball of. So I will show you the other yarns, the West Yorkshire Spinning yarns later. So that's what I ordered off of the online, because I knew I definitely wanted those. And then I went into the shop, and I've had my eye on this colour from Pixie Yarns. So Pixie Yarns is an indie dyer. She's based in, I think she's based in Cheddar, which is local to us. And she has an Etsy shop, but she also sells her yarn in Alternate Universe. So that's the Pixie Yarns label. This is the Alternate Universe label. And this is the Under the Mistletoe. It's not a sock set. It's Under the Mistletoe. Look at that. Now, I'd seen this on Instagram and things, but I hadn't seen it in real life. And I thought that Kim only had sock sets. And I wasn't that bothered about a sock set, because when I saw it, so if I can get the thingy off or higher up. Whoop. When I saw it, I thought of Christina Vullenvine. Okay. And her hot apple cider hat. That she's just brought out, a pattern she just brought out with fingering weight and mohair held double. And I really like this because of all the green. To me, it is mistletoe, mistletoe, but also to me it's like apples. There's a little bit of pink, like the rosy apples, and there's green. Look at those green speckles. So I thought, oh, wouldn't that be a lovely colour? It's a bit under the band. Ooh. Wouldn't that be a lovely colour to make this warm apple cider hat out of? And then I went in the shop today and there was a 100-gram skein of it. So now I just need to work out what colour mohair I'd like to go with it. I was thinking of green, but I think if I do green, you won't be able to see all the pops of green. So maybe a light grey or a cream. Not sure. If you have any suggestions, please write them on the back of a postcard and send them to P.O. Box Kate Vivs. And it won't get to me because I don't have a P.O. Box. But yeah, just let me know on Instagram. Message me. Tell me, what should I use? I'm incompetent. You need to help me. But yeah, isn't it beautiful? But those were my purchases. I mean, these were like the end of last month and I only just picked them up. But that was my purchase for today. I just couldn't walk away from it. Just couldn't happen. But yeah. So that was my little... I mean, obviously then I stayed for about an hour and a half to talk to Kim because I missed her. She's my friend. But it is easy to hijack our friendship when she owns a shop and she can't escape from me. She has to stay in the shop when I'm there. Actually, that's not true. She did go upstairs to get me something and I ran the shop for a whole 5 minutes. When I say ran the shop, I sat there and knit while people came in and chatted to me about stuff. Yeah. But yeah, those are my purchases.